You know what? One thing we focused on a lot here at Forbes is TikTok. So I know we're talking a lot about, the movie studios and that experience of streaming, et cetera. Interesting, by the way, that Netflix has been more critical of China, and it much like the Chinese model, they have their own Netflix, so it doesn't have the same skin in the game. But let's talk about TikTok a bit, because there's been so much concern here. This is a Chinese parent. It's the most popular platform for Gen Z. How is that playing out in terms of what you cover and the content angle?
I mean, I think the content angle is critical here. I mean, this is such a soft power win for China. The fact that so many, especially young people in the U.S., are addicted to TikTok as they are. I think there's been quite a bit of concern around the data that may or may not be harvested on TikTok, and where it goes and who has access to it. I think by phrasing your question though about the content, I think it identifies something that I think has been underappreciated, which is that TikTok's algorithm is controlling how millions of users see certain types of videos, and what types of videos surface, and what types of videos have the capacity to spread widely and go viral. And I think that there's been an underappreciation for just how easily that could be tweaked to not only make sure that certain kinds of messaging is not surfacing, but that certain kinds of messaging is, right? So a world where there have been some high profile stories about videos concerning like the third rails of Chinese politics, right?
Yeah.
Like Taiwan or Tibet or Tiananmen, that kind of content seeing, having a kind of disappearing. But I think it's also worth looking at what kind of content is being risen to the top. Like, is there a world where certain, geopolitical adversaries of China, suddenly TikTok users in those countries start seeing content critical of their own governments? Or is there a way for TikTok
So
to just sow
weaponizing,
discord?
basically weaponizing the platform and the content within it.
Right, and just sort of sowing discord of all kinds, so that everything seems a little amiss and there's just a lot of static to sort through.